Okay. Hello. Let's check the volume. Tests. Trump is talking clearly. You don't even need to tell me that. I can basically see that he's talking based off of the price action. Okay. I know. I really like how we moved here. Took out the Asia lows here. Took the London highs. This would have been a pretty good day for a short, to be honest. But this is why I was waking up. I was like, short here. Really target the Asia lows, or at least a retrace back would have been awesome. And here, New York Open just really skyrocketed. I wasn't trading AM today, but it's been pretty bullish. I think with ER, let me see, Tesla, right? Tesla. Wait, Tesla went green today? How the hell did it come for like, I don't know, it was down pretty bad, right? Like 5% plus. And we recovered and flipped green. That's pretty impressive. What is that wick? These days, I feel like it's so high risk, high reward. Like it's gonna be rewarding, but it's also gonna be very risky. It just looks like we're going upside though. Today, I'm not sure if I'm even seeing trades today. Like Asia, London was awesome. AM, I'm not so sure. This is like very confusing price action to me, I guess. If you're bullish and you just been riding upside, that's fine. But it looks like just a lot of chop consolidation, just kind of like earnings, just pushing this up, like tech earnings. This is chilling right back up. Sorry, I was just sending a message. I'm good now. Oh my goodness, what is this? Such a big wick and just straight back up. If I did break even or anything of that sort, I would have been kind of angry about that. I've been like, what? Break even stop, trailing stop, and just that just hits. Trump hit my break even. That's disgusting. We have CPI tomorrow morning. Is that the first time CPI comes out on a Friday? I don't think I ever remember or experience CPI coming on not like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Usually it's like Tuesday, Wednesday, I think. Friday. It's kind of crazy. You would think it's non-farm payroll, but 2018 was the last time. 2018 was when I was even trading. That's why it makes sense to me. I was even trading back then. I was in, was it 7 years ago? So that was when I was in high school. That, or I was doing dual enrollment, which is like early college. I forget if we're talking about like 11, which grade. All right, let me connect up to my account to get started. I did not take any trades today. I feel like Asia and London would have been good. Like, this is hindsight, but those are the actions I would have taken. AM, I feel like I might would have probably got hurt a little bit. Oh, I forgot. I passed the fund next yesterday. Let me activate these accounts. Maybe we'll take some trades today if they can fund me. Are you profitable? Nah. That's what to ask. So are you profitable? Just joined, but Brian, thank you, man. I won the X competition. Does that mean I will be on your team for TradeFi competition? Anyone can be on Smart Team. You don't have to win a giveaway to be in the team. You just basically say that enter code SMART as the ambassador, and then you're basically on our team. And if we win, guys, if we win the TradeFi team, the cup, basically, you're gonna expect something from us. First, there's already TradeFi rewards, but we're gonna also be sponsoring a lot of rewards of our own, just because. I think, what was it? The top person on the team gets like, was it $5,000? We're gonna probably add that to like the top 5 too. Like, we're gonna give people number 2, 3, 4, 5 or something. Make it fun, especially if the leader was transparent. Every L you take, I'll be eating at one Tide Pod. Chill. Tide Pod's crazy. What is this? 2019? Is that what it? That's what it feels like. I'm gonna really be careful taking trades today, just because I'm on like a pretty green streak, up massive this week, and then this month. I can already tell this price action is not feeling the greatest. It's been just grinding up, chop, lots of wicks, especially in this area right now. We're like near the high of the day. People are gonna be like, why am I shorting this? And then if I'm trying to long this, they'd be like, why are you trying to long the top? Like, you're not gonna win this. But usually I never engage the top area unless it's a short, unless I feel like we took like a high already. And I don't think we're gonna be doing that anytime soon, because the next high that I'm looking at would be like the 300s. That's like much higher. So to me, this is probably retrace for longs instead of shorts, but not longing the top. That's for sure something I'm not willing to do. Is market move crazy, or I'm a bad ITC student? I didn't expect price to go higher. I was looking for short setups. Can I be honest on this? It's not really like let's say your high time frame analysis is showing upside, and then Trump just tweets out tariff, and it dumps, it hits your stop. Does that mean it's a bad setup or you're wrong analysis? There's some things that like you really can't control. And I think what's happening right now, just you're letting earnings play. Earnings took a nosedive, and then we recovered. So right now it's gonna be right the day before CPI too. So you're not gonna expect like easy pinpoint analysis when you have earnings, Netflix, Tesla, and then the Tesla was yesterday, which is also moving really aggressive, by the way. If you saw, let's see, Tesla, where was it? Yeah, we did a massive dump and just recovered, and we're still pumping. So like that's just carrying it up. And then we have CPI the next day. So the day before. Not gonna be as easy. I don't think you blame yourself. Sometimes some people just don't even take trades a day if it's wonky. Like if it's good, you know, you don't have to ignore this just because of CPI. But to me, this is challenging, even for me, looking at this before I even take a trade. Are you porting accounts tomorrow? I guess I will. Frick, I wish they put in next drop a deal so I can load up already, but I might just get some reserves going for fun. The rebates with email, does it take a day or two before it shows on your website? If you look at the dashboard and you scroll down rewards link, it'll show you the time frame you're gonna take. It varies. Could be a week or could be up to 48 hours. It depends. But I don't know. Should we do a P&L check? Let's do a P&L check. Let's see how people are doing today. P&L check. Let's see how people are faring up. Do you know when the next Friday next deal is going to be? It's going to be probably next week. Yeah, next week. Is not, if you're looking for a big discount, I'll tell you now, it's not a big discount. Honestly, those who don't care about legacy, the Rapids are going to be good already. Like even at 10, you're not going to see too much of a difference. This shit hard to trade, not gonna lie. You don't have to be trading this yet. I think yesterday we were sitting on hands for quite a while until we were able to get a good trade going. And that's just usually how it goes. You don't know if price is gonna be good or not. That's why I've been, that's why I've been liking doing like kind of 1 to 2 trades a day. So like I'm 2 hours every day, 1 to 3. That's like my prime trading or my main trading for my funded and stuff. Just looking for that 1 base hit trade, ideally. 2 if I can see something good, if I like the price action, basically. Nothing more than 2 usually, unless I just get stopped a little bit. Let's see. Doing evals tomorrow. I'm gonna probably do some Apex, probably get some 250Ks. I want to run TradeFi again. I heard from Brett, TradeFi might remove their sim payout cap, or at least reset them. One or the other. What that means is, like, you know, there's a 100K lifetime sim payout cap. So those who kind of got near it, you're like limited. You have to forfeit profits. I heard he's gonna reset it soon. So I might just run some growth. I don't have to buy the dark fundeds for now, because I might just throw them into news 1 day pass. That, and probably go back on alpha too. Alpha 1, the 0-2. There's a lot of 1 day pass. Let me just pull up the sheet that I had. That's 1 day pass. It's gonna be on the new website too, but for now, you have to just look at this. Okay, so Apex, yes. Lucid, yes. Lucid tests. TradeFi growth, Finex Rapid. There's the micro scalping. Finex 1. I think Finex 1, did it get removed? It might have got removed because it wasn't popular. Alpha Zero and Bunox. I wouldn't do Bunox to be honest, but there's a lot of options to do 1 day fast, guys. The Rapids are going to be amazing to do. So we can get straight to the money. You live stream on CPI? I think we will. I think we will. It's gonna be early, but we'll try. We'll try to do it. Yeah. If you guys want to join me together, it's gonna be. So the CPI drops at 8:30 a.m. We're likely gonna be doing it around like 8:15, like 15 minutes before, up to like 10 minutes before, and that should be plenty. All right, I just activate all my accounts. Good to go. Good to go. For the next. Better buy Rapid Star. That's what I'm going to do, to be honest. I'm going to try to just news past him. With the price going higher to a liquidity, which is obviously a reach, then reverse it. Why? Why is this stuff happening in the market? I think maybe an easy way, like let's say there's a high, people might put their stop there or just drawing there. So we could just basically, I don't know, let's go very simple. We have an Asia low here. Wouldn't it be great to take out this, manipulate them, stop them out, and just rip back up? This is like a liquidity target here. And that's exactly what I did. Even did an upside. We have an Asia high here, did an Asia time. And during London Open, 3 a.m., we took the high, and then we went back down, took the low. So people like to put their stops where the lows and highs are, and it's good to target them before we actually make the move. Is what I like to reference as manipulation. Is this a short here? This is a no trade area until I see something more clear. We did run the high a little bit. We have no area of targets. I feel like I'll mark some stuff out just so we can take a look. Let's mark out this internal high, and then we will use the internal high above. This is what I see. No 15-minute gaps. Maybe the 5. If we can get a closure down here, right? Closure and then flip. I can see this coming back down to this low, this internal low here that I think. No, we didn't do anything. So it's just a good internal low for us to target if we can show confirmation that we want to do like a structure shift or anything like that. But so far, no liquidity targets inside. This is like nowhere close to anything. Someone said, guys, the polls are the nuances. You don't have to lie. 54% of people are green today. You don't have to lie, like he said. If you guys are, like, if you're red, if you're green, your break even is anonymous. Why is FinTwit going crazy over the next deal? It's solid. It's solid. I think people are expecting a lot of big, though. Did I mention that FunNX is going to be added in the marketplace in 2 weeks? Some people have been requesting for that. It's going to happen. Doesn't Alpha also have a 2-minute hold time? No way, dude. 2-minute hold time is disgusting. I'll look at that right now. Alpha Future said if they did 2 minutes, that's just way too. Oh. I think it's, where was it? No. Read this carefully. Trades less than 10 ticks and less than 2 minutes. So less than like 2 minutes, yes, but 10 ticks. You know what 10 ticks is? It's like 2 points, 2.5 points on NQ. So what they're trying to stop you from doing is just going in and out in like a split second for very little profit, like kind of like high time frame or high frequency scalping. They don't want you to do that. So the end is very important. If it's or, that'd be a very bad rule. I guess I'm lying. Well, now you know. Now you know. No, that's a perfectly good rule. 10 ticks? Are you kidding me? When have you ever taken a trade that you took for 10 ticks? Probably never. Bond traders, maybe on instruments where like tick sizes are very small, but most people in futures trading NQ and ES. ES 10 ticks would be 2 points. I could see that. I don't think they're that strict though. I've talked to Alpha about this, a lot of firms about this. When they're doing mic scalping, it really only applies to people who have a history of doing them. And if you do it like 1 time, 2 times, and you're trading out of like a few days, they're not gonna care. So, but if you're like, let's say you take like your last 3 days, you're taking 30 trades, and majority of them is like in and out in 5 seconds. You're gonna get flagged. You're gonna get flagged for sure. Can you spill some tea? I spill some tea. A recap would have been a recap of that for the legacy. It's a small discount than what it is, 10% right now. You're gonna see a very small bump, but one of the plans we already, I think, established as legacy is a removal of a consistent rule. I think it's like 40 to 50% of your trades. Microsoft is a no. See, you guys might not like those rules, but it's not gonna apply to you. Like, no one trades like that. Literally, no one trades like that. Unless you're like trading the second charts. You're saying that you're trading for under 10 ticks, which is 2.5 points, and it's like very quick. Like a lot of microscopic policies, like just hold your trade more than 10 seconds the majority of the time. It's not hard to do. I figured out a combination of trade day promotional giveaway codes and took 6 counts, and it got banned today. You know how easy that is to track though? Like that happens to a lot of firms, even with the giveaways I do. Maybe they try to guess it, but like you're gonna get flagged if you're trying to guess. You're gonna get your account banned or revoked or anything like that. It's gonna be a punishment. It's not that easy just to sweep under. If changes only on legacy, better to just get rapids in full board for tomorrow. You know what? That's my plan. He said it. Johnny said it, not me. You didn't hear from me. If you like rapids, just buy the rapids for CPI. But yeah. We're just waiting. I think we're just kind of like chatting around just because I don't want to entertain price action that's doing this at the moment. How do you trade CPI? I have a video on it. Let me just pull it up. How to find it. So you would go. I think you would go to prop deals, and then you go pinned, and there's a video. So there's a video here. It's like 15 minutes. I go over the strategy for it. So if let's say I don't show up tomorrow on Discord, if I do, I think we'll, like, there's a high chance I will. It's gonna be the very bottom of the Discord. We're gonna be live streaming it for free. That, and also the 1 day pass right underneath is pinned here. So 1 day pass is very important too for this. CPI, some people might not like it, but I think it's a very strategical way to get funded. You're basically doing a coin toss to see if you get a direct funded or not, because it's a 1 day pass. And you know, direct funded to buy directly is very expensive. They're like $300, $400. You could just do a coin toss with, let's say, a loose account for a fraction of the price. So that's what I like doing, to be honest. CPI is tomorrow, guys. pumping a little bit. I think it makes sense to just keep on longing this, but where do we long, guys? Where do we long? Maybe if we take some of these lows out and turn back up, I'm game for it, but so far nothing. ICT is dying slowly. This may be a dumb question. Will ICT concepts lose their edge over time or really depend on trade discretion? If you want to hear my take on that, I think ICT is just going to get bigger and bigger. Like the concept, just like the general concept, like fair value. It's like everyone knows a fair value. Everyone knows an order block. Everyone knows like certain like popular things. But how you use it is the key difference here. Just like me, like I don't really follow everything ICT does, but I take pieces, I learn, I test it, and then I change how I trade. So when you're saying like, let's say AI or over time, they're losing edge, you're supposed to adapt. Like if we fast forward 5 years, I'm trying to trade how I am now, maybe the market's not going to move the same way. Have you thought about have you backtest to like 2015 to 2018 where let's say before COVID time, the price was very minimal. You didn't have any action. And then COVID time happened. It was like very common to have 2 to 3% days without CPI or anything. That was common. And the volatility was back. It was like never seen before. And it kind of slowed down and it kind of went back over time. And now we have volatility, but it's now more tamed compared to, let's say, around COVID time, where every news release would have been like -2 to 3% immediately. It was kind of crazy. Okay, who is spamming Bitcoin long? Why do you do that? Come on, brother. Just the average retail trader has gotten better. I believe the trick trap frustrate crew has gotten better at trapping fucking retail. You just gotta adapt, man. I think backtesting is good, forward testing is good. Just create your own edge some way. I just came to the stream. Did we take any trades yet? We did really good this week so far. I'm taking it a little bit slow just because where price action is at. What am I gonna do? You asked me, am I shorting this? I'm gonna say no. Why? It's because we haven't seen any validation for short. And number two, the bigger reason I feel like is we haven't really taken any of the liquidity targets above. This is just rebalance here. Like, so if we pop over 300s here, then we could talk about shorts, but I think this is gonna be long. So I'm just kind of waiting to see if there's a pretty decent long opportunity. I haven't seen it yet. It kept on working down, just coming back up though. Signed up on my smart platform website, verified my email this morning, so I can't log in. Make sure you are actually clicking the activation email rather than the subscription, which is like emails, marketing emails. I think that's what people mistake. We got to fix that though, make it easier. But if anything, just make a ticket. It looks like we're gonna go 300. So I would, if you're trying to trade it with me, I would not be looking for shorts right now. I've been trading orb. Oh man, has it paid out? So orb, can someone explain orb real quick? Maybe I can walk it through chat for those who don't know orb, like kind of I am. Is it like the first 15 minutes once it breaks out of the range, the orb range, opening range, you kind of play the upside or downside? Or is it first 15 minutes, something like that? Or first... Today we didn't have anything. It was just upside. It's pretty good when it's trendy, that's for sure. I guess if you pair it up with like, let's say high time frame analysis and actually like try to really understand better where prices could be leading, that could be a good model, because like this one, you're like kind of signaling, I guess, orb signaling upside because we have no interest down, and your higher time frame is also pointing up, so pretty clear to go up. I do it on 5-minute easy to pass evals. I never really tried to pass evals on, and maybe I should try doing that, like just playing market open and just seeing if it moves. I think why I don't do that is because I just don't trade market open. So the first 30 minutes is like me not even looking at it, or looking at it, but I rarely touch buy or sell. Pretty good run. Damn. I want to see if I could grab longs. The only way I would have played short is if we did a nice significant closure under here. We didn't do that. We did have a 1-minute FEG here. Maybe if I was really pushing it and I liked it, we could have played this long, the retap too, and then just ran it up. Hindsight, of course, would have preferred a lot more if we take out the previous low. That's something I always look for. That makes it more high probability. News trading video. The news trading video is in the Discord pin. You can ask the mod about it if you need help finding it. When you said fund and next added to market, oh, the marketplace, yeah, they said 2 to 3 weeks, so now it should be like within, I want to say within like 15 days from here, if their schedule is right, and it's going to be to 25k, 50k. Is there a reason we would do 100k? I feel like no one likes 100k, but maybe we'll add them, so it'll be like 6 products, 3. If so, in despair is asking about funding next sale. If you like rapid, I would buy it now. If you like legacy, maybe wait for the sale. You can also have reserve, so that's why it's like the best of both worlds. You can have up to 700,000 in evaluation. So if you do 25k like I do, or 50k too, 50k is also a lot of accounts. You basically have 2 sets of reserves in max funding, which is pretty incredible. A little bit more than 2 sets. 300k active funding. You have about, what is it? 700k, so like extra 100k. So it's a pretty good gig, to be honest. Let's see. Look for longs, don't look for short. If there's a long opportunity, make sure you point out in chat. If you guys get pointed out, maybe I'm not looking at it. You guys point it out, we can take it together. How about that? Monthly fees or reserves. Okay, so funding next, one thing to keep in mind, it's a one-time fee for anything. You never pay a renewal. So what that means very clearly is if you pass the eval and you put in reserves, you never pay a renewal. Does that make sense? Is it possible to add smart points by making payment? That's going to create too much of a hassle. What if, imagine the hassle if someone's like, oh, I want to buy some smart points. Ashley, can I refund? It's going to be like, why? We don't even collect payment info. All we do is collect emails. We don't even collect your address or anything like that, or your name. People put fake names sometimes, which is fine. We don't really do that unless you're doing submission forms. which is for verification. I want to keep things very clean, basically. Some people are concerned about like customer data. Like we don't really touch anything. So if we do use Stripe for payment, that's when we start collecting information. I don't really want to go that path. I just want to make it like a very clean rebate where, you know, you make a purchase, you get rewards, no question asked. The one thing that I am more open to do, which would require some information, would be like, let's say I put in the marketplace a laptop, headphones, an Apple Watch, or something like more so like trading essential goods. Then like we'll have to have a fulfillment center, and then you have to enter your like shipping address. That's like the limit of it. I don't want to touch anything with payments. But it would be pretty darn cool to ship someone like a new PC or a new gaming laptop, a new MacBook or something. It's like $2,000 or something. From the points. They gotta be accumulating the points for a long time though. Which prop firms are the best for that CPI strat? If you look in the prop deals channel and look at pin, all the information is about the CPI, which account to use, everything will be there. What do you guys think? If we're talking about the same value, the same dollar value, would you rather spend your points on prop accounts, or would you rather spend it on like essentials, like it could be like a laptop or headphones? Is that worth it to do, is what I'm asking. So like, let's say these headphones, I love these headphones. These are the Sony XM, I think 600, the newest generation. They're like $450. They were $500, but now they're $450. That's the same price as a 150K direct funded. Which one would you rather spend it on? How many times do you need to buy headphones or a computer? It's a one-time purchase though. You buy it and it'd be like, I literally paid, I got a free headphones or free laptop, free PC, free upgraded monitor from this website that gives you points. Yeah, everyone's saying prop account. So see, that's why I feel like I like doing that for fun, but some people don't. Prop accounts are so much easier. Gonna drop an affiliate code for these headphones. I hope so. If Sony can hook me up, code SMART on Sony headphones, 10% off or something. We are just pumping, guys. Anyone long right now? You can't be long from this move up. I think the only actionable long was this inversion, which I feel like would have been too bad to take. It was such a weird wick though, because look at how it came up like 30 points and just straight back down the next candle. Interesting. Will Rapids be available in the marketplace? Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Can I hedge CPI trade of Lucid with Tradeify or with Alpha? You shouldn't be asking that. I feel like in deep down, you know that that's not allowed technically, but like you have to think about like how would the firm know? But it's up to you if you choose to do that. Project X has a little bit of potential of sharing data, but Tradeivate is a third party. Tradeivate is clean because they don't share data with anyone for sure. They're their own broker. So hypothetical, if you were to hedge with firms, Tradeivate might be your best bet. You're kind of asking something that you know is illegal though, or prohibited, let's say, or frowned upon. It's like, is this allowed or not? It's like pretty easy. You made your salary in a day. My God, I am top 2% in Switzerland. What is the monthly salary in Switzerland? Let's take a look. I'm gonna go based on the poll. Monthly salary of Switzerland. Let's see AI here. What is that in USD? Take a look how much you did. 7,000. So you did that in one day. Your monthly salary. That's pretty good. Up 7,000. Very good day. Isn't Switzerland like one of the richest countries? I think that's what I thought too. I'm like, they must have high salaries, but I think it's more about like the average. If I'm understanding right, more like, you know, there's less lower. It's like more closer together instead of like you have like a disparity with like majority like low income or poverty. Oh, fun fact. While we're waiting for this, I know I'm chatting a lot, but I'm not taking any trades just because I don't see anything yet. But just a little update. We might add a firm that you might not expect, but for payout bonus, let's say payout bonus, I think we're gonna just change it to probably around, you're gonna get like 800 to 1,000 points per firm. Lucid, yes, are already active. We're gonna do Fun and X, right? Fun and X, I think we're gonna try to release it the next few days here. So this weekend or tomorrow. Funding Ticks. There's another one. There's a newcomer that we might have got approval for verification. You might not guess who it is. We'll probably have to slide in TradeFi eventually too, but you might not guess, right? I typed it out. TPT, I think they said yes too, but we need verification method from them. Chat can't read. It's Apex. It's literally Apex. I just typed it. So if you get a payout from Apex, we might have a verification method set up with them. You get 1,000 points, let's say, up to 1,000 or 800 per payout per firm. One payout per firm. Can someone spare me 300 points? What do you guys think of transferring points? I feel like that's something that I don't like doing. But I don't know. It's an easy setup though. I've learned that. I've seen how it works. If it's basically like, oh, we can send points to a certain email or certain user if you friend request them or something like that, and then kind of like a currency, but yeah. We talked about these three already. What the heck did it go? We talked about these three that's coming up. Apex is the fourth comer that we have confirmation on, potential confirmation. And then TradeFi would be next, most likely. So payout bonus. What that means, you get the smart points already. Every purchase you get credited. The payout bonus is if you get a payout, you're limited to one payout per month. You get a straight bonus of 800 to 1,000 points. That's what we're gonna try to do instead. In case people are max allocated. What we did before was free eval matching size, but some people are max allocated and it creates a lot of hassle. So what if we gave you points instead? That's what we're going to move forward, and you can use the points to whatever marketplace. So if we did 800,000, that's already enough for a 50K account. We might do 1,000 though. 1,000 would be basically $100. Does that mean there's a way to track sales in Apex now too? So what is happening? We might get approval from them. So one thing that I don't want to do, one thing that I didn't want to do is do something that the firm didn't allow, and they weren't allowing. But if we get approval, we can do it. Weird as a bump. There's a 5-minute gap here. I'm not. This is probably gonna be left as a breakaway just because we're getting close to the target now. The first main, kind of the only really high above here until we keep on moving. Should do a double point offer. You know what? We did that before. We did that with, I think, TBT. We could do that with Tradify or Lucid. We can definitely do that. Double points. So you basically getting 10% cash, or not cash, 10% rebate. Which firm? Which firm would you guys want to do that on? Lucid, FunNext, Tradify, TBT, FunTix. Those are the top 5. When is a payout bonus available for next? I got payout this month. If you got payout in October, you're good. Just sit tight. We're gonna release a submission very soon. There's still time. You'll have basically a full week to submit it. FunNext? You want FunNext to do it? The problem with FunNext is people are lifetime lock, which I don't know if I wanted to do. If there was no lifetime lock, that would have been a really good one to do. I'm leaning Lucid or Tradify. We're about to take the high out here. Just try to read this. Coming within the next 2 or 3 days. That should be very clear. October will be eligible. Did that help? Tradify, Lucid, FunNext. You guys want FunNext more? What is a TPT strat when funded? It's pretty easy. You have trailing drawdown. So what you got to do is just do base hits. You can't hold runners that much unless it's small size. And if you do anything more than 2-3 contracts, it's gonna bite you in the butt with trailing drawdown. It depends. If you're a pro plus, it'd be a different story. If you're pro, I like to take things very slow there. One payout bonus per firm per month. So this is going to be the rollout here. Let's say there's all 5 of them coming out. Lucid's already out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That'll be 5 firms. And you're going to get anywhere from 4,000, 5,000 points with it, which is like up to $500 per month. And we're going to add more though. We're going to probably add Tradify. We're probably going to add Trade Day. Trade Day is also another one. That'd be another 2. That'd be 7. Just keep on adding them. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be solid. And then that'll make points a lot more valuable in that way. Like people can get more points for sure. And I hope people save the points and wait for a good day for us to do like a sale or something. Make it more fun. One minute, look like a meme coin. I could have just long listened, been done with my day, right? I wanted to see if there's anything, but tough. Could you please add 100K Tradeify in the marketplace? 100K. So when we have the 50K and the 150K, you would prefer the 100K? Is that a good balance? I just don't want too many redundancy. Because then trade if we did like 25K and then 100K, the Tradeify would take up like half the marketplace. Anyone else looking to short at 290? Matt said 290. That, I mean, this is where like you open the door for it. Anything under it is just dangerous to me. For those who are asking more smart prop related questions, please just talk in the Discord. There we have paid moderators and community moderators, staff, to really direct you. You might get frustrated if I miss it or I can't comment on it, just because it's very redundant. Tradecopia adding Rhythmic connection. So I had an update on that. They would have done Rhythmic already, but I think one of their like lead engineers that's doing Rhythmic is having some is MIA because of issues. So that's why it's causing some slight delays in their roadmap basically. Honestly, though, Tradecopia would be much more useful when projects get their shit together, though. Projects, why they need to get their shit together is they also suck in copy trading. Their fields are garbage. I guess the APIs are garbage, too. That's so dangerous. How that shows how strong TopStep is. TopStep is like the king of all firms now. Because one, they probably are the most leading in payouts by far now, overcoming Apex too, even with 20 accounts, just because they have like so many people using TopStep and just scaling up each month. The other dangerous part is they own Project X, which Project X has a lifeline with so many other firms. And some firms only have Project X, or they have that, or like a Quantar. They don't have a Tradebate alternative. So that's like their lifeline. And this is like, how much of a monopoly can they have? It's actually so impressive of how TopStep managed to do this. Because Apex could have done it, maybe. But it's TopStep who did it. It's such a genius move. I think that's one thing that I have to like really compliment them on. Like business, focus on the business. They did a genius move to take over. If I were in the position, I would do the same thing. Shouldn't be showing this until we actually run these to the draw. It looks like ES also is drawing higher. I'm not sure if we get a trade today. We just closed the 4-hour 2 p.m. candle now, so this does look like a good 15-minute rate trace. We could be seeing longs here. I think longs is the objective right now, but could be a no trade day. And if you want to see my my trade evade, or also let's say my Robinhood, I place 0 trades a day. Nothing. So we're at 254, very close to 255. This started at 100, and my Robinhood, if it loads, it's more volatile just because I've been adding and depositing, withdrawing, depositing. So we're at million. I think I'm up like 200,000 though. So I have like no positions really, except like a few shares, which is very minor. This share will total up like 50,000 maybe. Maybe we should be buying. Guys, give me a stock pick. If we can't have any of the features, what is the next stock to buy here? Or option or any trade? I want a flash discount so I can load up in some shares though. Last time that happened, I loaded up a ton in NQ as well as cash rebate puts, and I made I think 20,000-30,000 on that on very light risk as well. Could have also loaded up on some shares. You would screw over your customers and business clients for profit. If I was running Top Step, I would actually try to make it as good as possible. Make it a really good platform. I guess Project X is probably giving compensation to all the affected firms though. I think that's what I heard too. It's gonna be bad when people are gonna see my P&L as $0. They'd be like, he can't trade. He made $0. Zero is better than negative. Why don't you usually trade at market open? What I don't like to do is work on price action that is very volatile and like very tricky. It's like high risk, high reward. For me, when I trade, I like to play the price action that's more slow and more consistent. So when you're always trading open, could be a different story. Guess we do some giveaways today though. I think this month we've been doing like a giveaway run. It's probably because we've been purchasing a lot of accounts for firms. So you would think, oh, these giveaways are sponsored by the firm. Like we just do way too much for them to sponsor it. Yeah, we just sent out we're doing the October mega raffle, which is 100 counts, 150k counts, which is I think 5 million total, 5 million in value, like kind of dollar amount, which is kind of good. And we sent out the emails. So how many? This is always fun. How many people in the chat got an email saying they want a giveaway of raffle? Don't be scared. Don't be upset that you did win. But like this is we're doing 100. We did 50 already, and then we're gonna do another 50 more kind of in October. So this is what we sent out. We sent out 50 people. If you want to see the winners, the requirements that we asked for is to submit it or just take a screenshot of it and then include your Discord name. So these are all the winners. You're gonna probably see more than half of them. We just sent them like midnight, so people are still seeing them. There's already like 25 people, and they have like 10 days of claim, I think, or something. 10 or 8 days of claim. So let me see. Okay. Oh, we have a handful of people in here who won. Let me see. That's more than before. Trade by Chris won. Ryan won. Maui NQ won. Etcha won. That seems like 5 people in the chat who won already. That's like 10%. And those who are asking like, oh, how do I participate? You just basically use code SMART in your prop purchases. You get the points automatically. So that's like that's basically building up to a free account. You get payout bonus. If you do good, we'll give you a free account. And the third thing is you get a chance to also get a free account just based off like a lottery ticket that we're doing. 100 council. So it's like not like it's like very difficult, but it's not, you're not going to expect they're going to win. What we've been doing that helps, I think, is we're preventing multiple winners. We're putting a little time delay. I think we're doing two months or 3 raffles, I think. So if you want a raffle, let's say you want this raffle, you're not going to be eligible to win again for the next 2 or 3, something like that. I think the devs set it up just to make it a little bit more fair. Yeah, 50 winners. You got this email. You can see what the email looks like. I'll just pull it up. It basically says, oh, you want a free prop account, Smart Prop Firm October Mega Raffle. It's 100 accounts. Here's the things you need to do. You just basically reply back to this email with your Discord username, your top 3 preference, and the email registered with the firm. Let me see if someone posted a list of it. Yeah, I think this is a list here. So like you can pick from the Lucid, Tradeify, or you can just pick points. We're doing 800 points this time. These are all the accounts: 50k trade day, Alpha Zero, take profit. There's like 6 firms, 7 firms. You can pick 55 cash if you like, or just 800 points. And we're doing this 100 per month moving forward. Or we might extend it to 150 or so. I would love to add TPT. Honestly, TPT would be great for the marketplace. It's not up to me though. It's up to the firm if they want to set up. I asked them, I'm like, please, people are wanting, our users love you guys. If we can add resets, the 50k, the 150k, perfect already. Any progress on marketplace resets? I think we could probably do with some Lucids for sure. Tradeify, I'm not sure. Some firms just don't really do resets like that. It's a little bit more difficult. But yeah, that's gonna be priority once we add more firms first. What's up, Brian? Motherfucking stock. Basically, just slow ass price action where we're making $0 and we're just chatting about other things. Would activation fee be free with TBT? If they do in the marketplace, I'm gonna have to make it within whatever promo they use. That's gonna be a requirement. But yeah, which one would you guys rather have, FundingX or TBT for the marketplace? It seems like those are the highly sought after addition right now. Both gave confirmation, I think. Both gave confirmation that they're interested. FundingX gave a timeline. TBT hasn't. I'm just gonna purposely ignore the spam. If I see a spam like that, I'm just gonna not respond to it. I'm not gonna say who it is, but any questions, just ask the mod. I promise you, the mod would answer a lot. The Discord mod. If you just say something in the general chat or ask questions, they'll actually guide you to where to find it. Discord mod could help too. Yeah, like you just post a video. Well, I also requested the payout from TBT from yesterday. I requested $1,000 from yesterday's gain. We're gonna keep on doing daily payouts. Gonna be pretty good. I feel good about it. Dude, I just hate one thing that I don't like about TBT. No, that was kind of quick. That was kind of quick. I didn't see that. One thing I hate about TBT is they do daily payouts, right? I think daily payouts work for the pro accounts, but when you're live, when you're pro plus, it's not really daily payout. It's like 2 days payout because you submit a payout, you have to wait a full day to actually receive it, or maybe a day and a half or something. I think just live just takes a little bit longer. Daily payouts should mean if I make money, let's say in the market, like if I make money in the morning, the market close, it updates. When I was pro on the funded account, sim funded, I would withdraw when it updates around 8 or midnight or something, and then when I wake up, it will be deducted, money sent to my account. Now with the Pro Plus, I make money in the morning. Let's say I make $1,000 or PM. Market close, it updates at midnight. I submit a payout. It could take a full entire day, the next day, to get the payout. Quite slow with it. They have to take the funds out of their own account instead of the broker. Yeah, that makes sense. They also just take very long to update. It takes like midnight. That's why I always forget to submit. Sometimes it's past minutes. It's like 1 a.m. Like I want to submit so I can trade again and secure profits. But do you consider the longs now? I think longs are good. Yeah, I don't think we're playing shorts. I just don't know where. I don't really questioning the probability of any trades right now. Could have played on the retrace. Yeah. If I did that, stop. I joined Mac Rocket Scooter's stream yesterday after I ended mine. He kind of streams for like 7 hours a day. He does AM PM. It was his birthday yesterday. One thing that kind of he said he was 44. Does he look 44 to you guys? I'm gonna be real. He looks younger than Patrick to me. Patrick seems like he's much older, and he looks like he's like maybe 30s somewhere, like 35, 34. But him to be 44 is like, damn. So like, I think that's two things. Like Rocket Scooter Matt looks young. Patrick just looks old. That's why it's throwing me off. Too much bug powder. $44 though, god damn. That's really old. That is pretty old. For him to have his output. Does he have children? That's one thing I was thinking about. Does he have children? He's 44 years old and he streams. This is where the dedication is. He streams literally 7 hours a day. You get 8 hours sleep. I'm sure you do work outside of trading too. Like what? How do you stream for that long? One kid. Oh, okay, so he's a 10-year-old. Is a boy or girl? I think he said his son. Okay. He's gonna raise this child to be a trader. I might just recommend that. Raise that child to be a trader. He retires. We have Rocket Scooter Matt Jr. taking over. He's a step ahead. He's a boot camp for 1 and 2 hours after close. So like 7 hours streaming, 2 hours of boot camp. That's 9 hours already. And there's definitely gonna be some work outside of just trading. Just like I have work outside trading. Jesus Christ. No, well, I'm not confused that he can do 7 hours a day. That's just 7 hours of purely streaming. I only stream for 2 hours and I have like a lot of other things to do after. So I think he's spreading himself thin. It's like it'll be like 10 hours, 11 hours of work. Most likely. Bro has no life. That's kind of where I'm leading to. I'm like, where is his free time here? Seven hours alone on streaming is already a big chunk, and then you got the boot camp. Someone said an hour to 2 hours. You got to probably manage his website or his platform, talk to his developers, and work with that. That's gonna be another hour, 2 hours. He's putting work in on the show so he can chill in the next decade. He's preparing for his retirement, I guess. He's probably working more than 8 hours a day. It's already more by just two things that we discussed. It's already 9 hours. His output is crazy though. There's one day, it was like, I think it was like Labor Day, and he's the only one streaming. It's like, and he said, I remember popping up, I was like, why are you streaming? It's like Labor Day, the market closed early. He's like, I have no life. Which is just funny. Crazy dedication though. One thing that's impressive too is like streaming for that long. Isn't that like mental fatigue to be talking for 7 hours already flat with like very little breaks? Because what I've seen is he streams, he takes a very quick break and he goes to his lunch stream, an hour long, take a very little break, and then you go straight to the PM. That's crazy. I feel like sometimes I get exhausted just watching charts and trading after 2-3 hours already. Trading to me, I guess, takes quite a bit of mental fatigue, especially when I'm like watching the charts carefully. I feel like my trading would get ruined if I just sit there for 7 hours like that. That's not meant for me. People stream for 12 hours a day on Twitch. Dude, Twitch is like they're doing random shit. They're not actually trading. I could stream just walking around, day in life type of thing for hours. That's like, that doesn't matter. But when you're sitting down, you're talking to chat, you're trading, you're trying to make money, putting a lot of money on the line. It's a lot. He got other business. One thing he commented, this is a side topic. He said he has 18 income streams. I'm like, 18? And he's like, yeah, I'm thinking of starting like a boba shop. I'm thinking of starting something else, another like retail store. It's just like, what if this guy wants to make like 100 million or something? This green box, this is the sus block indicator, which is not gonna be that useful. I'll just show it. His wife's a doctor. Yeah, I saw like eye doctor. She looks really young. That's why I was thinking, like, if Matt is 44, does she just have Asian genetics where she's like very youthful? You know how Asian people, like, they could be like 50 years old, but they look like they're like 35. She's 33, she's 34. Hopefully when I get like 40s, people would be like, oh, I'm like 25 or something. I don't know. That's where the youth looking young would be advantageous. He got sued a few years ago for fraud. What did this topic go into? This price action just sucks, man. I thought if we waited for something, we would get something good, but one thing that I'm gonna look forward to is when I get older, let's say when I'm like 30, that would mean I would have like over a decade in trading already. And I would be looking at these 18-year-old kids for like a year in the market trying to sell Discord or trying to show like, oh, you can make $1 million from $1,000. I'd be like, I'm gonna be the one hating about that. Like, these rotten kids, they don't have a year of experience in their life. They can't even show a broker statement. He said the #1 Asian Shelby trader. PM trade, that's funny. Watch your ICC Essentials video. Love that you explain the importance of visibility of chart elements on different intervals. That is something that I think helps me a lot when I'm using time frame analysis. Instead of having like 4 screens, I don't like doing that. I would just have one screen where I have a lot of tabs and I can just flip through them. I think that to me is more efficient or more clean in my mind. I don't want to see too many screens. I'm just looking at this the whole time, and I have trade view on the left side, charts on the right side. That's it basically. So you're trying to take advantage of using tabs and kind of like different time frames, where some charts, some visuals would only show in certain time frames. That's what I like. Every newer generation surpasses the older generation in skills, be it sports or anything in life. That's what I believe in. But one thing that I would note, I feel like the new generation is just retarded. Like, even growing up educational wise, I think it's just been deteriorating. I've seen like people like younger, like, you know, like teenagers or like middle school. They're just like, they don't know how to read. And like, they'll be 8th grade. They can't even do like something that like a 4th grade will do. So in my mind, I want to say it's because of, oh, here's that pump there. I want to say it's largely impacted because of Roblox also. Is that a crazy take? Where it's like brain rot, you're not really, I don't know, just, you're not really thinking. And yeah, like new technology. So like ChatGPT, you can just get all the answers. You're not really trying to study or anything. You're the edge of that generation. I basically am, but I feel like if you go like 2-3 years back, that's where it gets dangerous. That's where it starts getting dangerous. But right when I was coming up, like there was like the technology was there. It was not like AI or anything like that. The only thing would be like Chegg or something. Chegg, which is like helping with exam questions or homework basically. That's the only thing we really had. But that's my take, the hill that I'll stand on. I think the newer generation is retarded. Not everyone, but the majority of them. And Roblox is also a big part of it. AI is also a big part of it. Those are the 2 big things that I think is huge. That's how you know you're getting old. Damn. Ask elementary school teachers. They say that new students are increasingly worse attention span, reading skills. That's what I've heard too. I feel like I have family members that's also having that. Like I have a little cousin and he's in 8th grade and he can't read for shit. And he likes only to play Roblox. And I'm like, damn, if I have a child, I might have to ban them from Roblox. Our parents got the last of the money. We got the last of the brains. That is so true. If you think about it, like old gen, like probably where you guys are, like the money was easier, like you owning a house and everything. We probably got the last of the brains. I don't know what the new gen's gonna get for the last of. You have to read to play Roblox. No, you it's like mindless rot. You're like just doing the same thing over and over. And then yeah, like one thing, like you lower the standard. So like let's say the majority is getting stupider, or just not as committed, dedicated, not as intelligent. You lower the standard, which is, I guess that's what they do. DI grading system. Funny takes the first eval payout, but I just got my payout with them. Yeah, this is where I think I said it somewhere. Maybe I deleted it. It's gonna come next few days. What is Roblox? Roblox is a kid's game that's like really encouraging brain rot. That's why I will save the new generation only for the chat here. When I release Baby Stonk, if you don't know what Baby Stonk is, it's gonna be a somewhat of a academy, either targeted to kids or just grandpas, basically. Teach them how to trade, teach them about prop firms, teach them like real, like get them like engaging in it. That's gonna save the new generation. What are you waiting for, Brian? I like longs. I just don't know where. I'm getting sidetracked, but I just don't like this price action. I feel like nervous taking trades on it, but we're definitely gonna try to take these buy side out. Did we hit them? Why is it? No, we didn't hit them. So yeah, I'm still looking at them. Where do we long here? I'm probably gonna look at like a very low time frame. If we do one more sweep here, come back up, I'm gonna try to long this and probably put my stop that low that it made. Let's say like this, and look for that like probably inversion. Honestly, I don't think I see anything else. So let's see if we can get a nice dump here, and then we'll try to see if we can get longs after. Okay, this is not an entry yet. What I'm thinking is we get a nice wick, and then we flip. We confirm with a low time frame flip. I think the bias is too strong upside for us to ignore this. And I'm looking to see perhaps inversion where our interest probably gonna be back up here. It could be off this also. Let's see. Not gonna enter until there's a flip. Look, this is good though. This is what I like. It could be lower now. Let's see if this holds. Wouldn't mind one more dive also. Probably the only trade that we'll look for today. Trump is spinning at 3. Okay, we gotta make sure we get that trade in before then. Yeah, we have some lows on ES here. I think I want one more drive here. Come back up. When do you learn to do your analysis? It takes time. I've been training for 5 years, and 5 years seems a lot, but the most important thing is I've been training daily for 5 years. Daily as in you're showing up, you're waking up at a certain time, you're showing up charts, you have so much screen time and so much practice. This is like your life. And it's not part-time, it's like full-time for me. So like you're basically 5 full years of experience. And you think in a year, there's probably like 250 trading days, technically, or something around there. Maybe you miss some. You would basically be trading majority of it, like 220, 230 of it. And there's some sacrifice. If you want to really commit to it, there might be some sacrifice that you might miss, like events in your life, which I would want to change now, but that's what it is. It is what it is already. And the market's always changing, like someone said here. Even after 20 years, market, you're never gonna stop learning. You can always refine your trading, make it better, or practice. There's just many ways you can go about it. I want to see ES take this low out, to be honest here. I think we're still bullish though. We're getting very close to draw. It just makes, we gotta make sure we know where we're trying to enter from. Do you only limit yourself to 2 hours per day? What I limit myself is that's my trading time, but I also try to trade Asia or AM if it's necessary or if I think it's good. That's why I've been doing more. But I want majority of my trades coming from PM. We missed that there. Okay, I think we could flip up already. I want to see one more drive though, ideally, so I can have it protected low somewhere. Here's that drop. Come on, come on. It is very dead price action. That's what it is right now. Which one is the stronger asset anyways? They're both probably similar to me. ES for sure is holding much better though. That's what I could tell already. I might be trying a long soon. I could do a starter if we take a nosedive and hold. But I want to see a nice low being made so I can have it as my stop. Consolidating. Trump announcement, it could include tariffs. God damn. Anytime he says tariff, market just dumps. Sweep 245. I'm game for that too. Every pullback has been pretty much eaten. I wonder how many people today took no trades. I think today also ended Lentil's streak unless he long again. Let me see if he long again. He was on a, I think he's a 13-day win streak. That doesn't mean like winning every single trade, but like overall in the day, which I'm also on a streak too, technically. I wonder if he's, let's see, did he long anything? I don't think he did. Yeah, so I guess it ended his streak there. Can you explain protected higher lows? So when I feel like we want to manipulate, let's say, let's just say we do a strong wick here and you're bullish here. We wicked in, we fill a 15-minute gap and we come back up, close back above. We look for a long, let's say here, we could just put our stop right there, 20 points at that low. We already manipulated it. We don't need to go back down and we could just go for target. That's like a good swing low target, basically. And we can really see maybe manipulation being confirmed. Okay, ES does not want to break lower. Thank you for that information. CPI, or not CPI, ES is being annoying now. Look at that. I think we're upside still. I don't see this playing it down, but what do we do when it's like this? My bias is bearish. I can't really see this being bearish yet. Like, if we close under 15 minute and maybe even close under 205s, I'll be very, very with you on that. You really can't, to me, play the downside move when we haven't even taken the liquidity target, nor have we even shown any interest of a closure lower. Kind of once here. We haven't been bearish since this morning. Yeah, that's the thing. Like since AM, I don't think there was a bearish run at all. There's like some minor pullbacks, and just close, refilled it, rebalanced, game higher. So like that's why bears just got cooked pretty hard today. This is pretty good here. I kind of like this on the 5 minute, right? I want to view this as a breaker here. And you can do like a 5 minute gap. You already took that drive lower. You put your stop under. This is more of a hindsight move, but this would have been pretty good. ES is probably gonna take out these lows now. Yeah, that's what I agree to. Bear scalp is available, but this is mostly bullish. Who offers the best value as far as the money you spend on a prop count? It depends if you care about the rules. I think the best value, I want to say Fun and Next, especially if they do a deal, then that's like by far. They had the most greatest deals in the industry for a while until they priced their products, and now they have way too many users. That's why I try to tell you guys. It's like back then they did a market loser. They lost money on this just so they can get a lot of users. Now they priced in pretty good. The best value I want to say is probably those 1 day pass, no activation fee accounts. So like Tradeify, Growth, Lucid Tests, those are kind of one. Maybe TBT like 50K. Those are like still like $100, 90 to $100. I guess Fun and Next still like 25K accounts are the same price. Even Funny Ticks, Phonetics definitely could use a better discount though. Alpha, those are good value plays. Alpha 0, 1 day pass. Yeah, those 1 day pass. So like Alpha 0, trade 5 growth, lose a test. Those are to me like the big three of good price, good value. The MyFund features, I don't even include the MyFund features, but I can see it being good value. It is very cheap. It's very cheap, yes. They have good promos right now. Once they remove the flex or whatever the add-on is that they charge for it, it won't be that good. Keep in mind, it's still 80-20. Because the starter program for my features was one of my favorite ones. Once they remove that, you have to look for like trade 5 growth, Alpha 0, lucid test. Top 1. I think top 1's dead, right? Isn't top 1 dead? I feel like they kind of slowly went down a little bit. Are we gonna pump here? Shit. How does ES remain this high? Do we want to long this, guys? I can see somewhat of a breaker forming here. I don't know how I feel about this. I really don't know how I feel about this. It's so iffy to me because I think it would be significantly better if ES did take the high here or took the low, the relative lows. It didn't do that, so this is still the framed up play. We should be going for the draw liquidity. So you have to be looking for longs here. You can't be shorting. So that's the only long that I see right now. And it'll be like right at the breaker. I don't know how I don't really enjoy it though, but that's the only thing. Maybe we also want to see the spike here. Take up the high. This is so risky. It were like 10 minutes before Trump also, like someone said. I have 1 on. I don't know how I feel about it. I want to see if I can just do like kind of break even ASAP. If we can get a closure above 72s, most likely. Well, it's just sitting at entry right now. This is what I have. 1 contract. If this loses, this would be like 10 points. So I'll be like 200 down. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. Do I want to just scalp this? I don't know. I'm waiting to see if ES wants to take out that, pop that high. This is also an inversion here. Just to mark that out. It's so tight. I need to get some more room. Please don't stop out too quickly if I move this up. I don't know. Maybe something like this. Maybe something like this. Kind of like 1-to-1 or just +3. I don't care. Ideally, I want the target, but yeah, we're like a few minutes away from Trump. We took the high already, so I'll take it if this hits. I'm gonna get... It was like off by a point. Whatever, man. I'm not gonna hold for Trump. Honestly, I don't feel good about today already. Look how we just took this ES high and then we're about to come back right back down. Sure. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give it some space. I'll let this be a break-even play. Trump's in 5 minutes, I heard, right? We need some speed. If you guys want to hold for 290s, 289, then go for it. I just want to get my dinner and leave. I think I got dinner. It likely gonna run. I feel like if I had time on this trade, I would most likely go break even if we get a closure here. So close above on the 1 minute, put break even on, and then ride the rest, and just then you can start trailing as it goes. Free money, baby. Is that negative R? How's that negative R? That's like 10 points. Was that not 1-to-1 exactly? Or like kind of like, I don't know, maybe like 9.98? Are you going to argue about that when I already put break even on? This is literally protecting yourself because you have like a few minutes before Trump comes on. Is negative, sure. Okay, let's say it's 0.9 R. Let's do that. But I liked it. Look at this. That's dinner, baby. The only trade I took today, $200 on each of my account. I don't know why this one is so high up and everything else is 205. These are all live accounts. One of them is 210. I put a limit order, so we got slippage somewhere. Slippage here, slippage here for some reason. The money's positive. That's what matters. Negative R, money's positive. This is the original trade, by the way. We're getting very close to close. How many people took that trade with me? And if you're still holding, fantastic, because you might actually get something here. I think we did a good job framing it. I have some regrets, definitely, though, throughout the day. This is my regret here. Maybe we should have played this long, because I felt good about it, being long bias. This, to me, is the only long idea. I would have most likely held this more for two things. If I had more time, I don't want to be trading with Trump on. And also, if we did take out ES lows and then come back up, I feel much better about it, because to me, I can see this coming back down and shopping around. I don't want to get break even. I'd rather get 1-to-1. I think we gotta do the giveaway soon. You guys waited for 2 hours for me to make $200 free 10 points out of all my accounts. That's not too bad. I'll take that any day. Full port shorts. I also watched carefully of ES taking the high of the day here. Once we took that, part of me thinks NQ is already weak. So, are you guys ready for a fast giveaway? How fast are we talking about? 1 minute? I saw Rocket Scoop Matt use bot Ricks. Should I use bot Ricks? How easy is that to set up really quick? Maybe you should try it for first time. Good luck for those holding this, but I think break even is probably plenty already now. Here we go. Here we go. Make it run. Make it run. Make it run, chat. We're crossing that 1R territory now. Let's go. Escaping the dodgy zone. That's so crazy to say. Move stop to break even. I would definitely move that. Can someone explain how to do the giveaway in bot Ricks? Is it? Why do I see like a giveaway tab or something? Why is it in Spanish? YouTube video. No. Am I in Spanish right now? I want to try bot Rex because I saw it was pretty easy to use. It looks like. Bot Rex is cheaters for 15 YouTube accounts. Oh, you know. Oh, I know what to do now. I know how to do the giveaway properly. We would have to make Smart Platform connect to Discord and only verify if you're a user. So you can't make multiple accounts. I think that's a step here. So it'll make people have only one account. And we can make it like if you make one purchase with Code Smart and it's verified, you have like a verified role or something. For now, let's just do the Discord. But I think because someone said bot Rex, you have like 15 YouTube accounts. What's stopping them from having the same thing on like 15 Discords? The same thing. That's the same problem. But if we verify them with SPF, then it combats it. Let's do the giveaway here though. So how many we're doing? Let's see how many likes we got. If I pull up and we have more than 250 likes, I'll do 3. If it's under, it's gonna be 2. I'm gonna take a look here. We are at, it's just so slow. Oh, there it is. 277. Okay, you guys got lucky. You just got lucky. Are you guys ready? We're gonna do this as requested. We're gonna do it very quick. We'll do 1 minute, but I'm gonna give you guys a timer to do it. 3 winners, free prop account, make a Discord ticket. Ready? Everyone's here. Everyone's good. And let's go. Let's go. Yeah, that's fast. Let me just make sure I join in too. One of these days, Brian Stonk is going to win a giveaway too. You guys are complaining like, oh, I've been in this giveaway every day for months and I never won one. What about me? I also enter my own giveaways, not because I'm going to win it, but I want to see if I do win. I haven't won a single one yet. So that's just how hard it is and how unlucky it is for me too. You got bots. I am so positive that there's, you know, majority, like I feel like 250 of these people are real, but there's also some that has like maybe like multiple discords. So yeah. And here's that minute, and we're in 3 winners. 3 winners. Let's see. Comment if this is one of you guys right now. Asika, Chris Lee. You got Gohan here, or no? That's not Goten. And Savage Drift. Who's this? Should we make them claim on the YouTube here? That's you. That's you. Okay. We got 3 people. We got 3 people. I think they all claim. So they're all real people then, with the same username too. That's good. That's good. Chris Lee, Asaki, and then Savage. They all claim. They all have consistent usernames. So that's legitimate winners then. That's good. Any last questions, chat? Cannot enter. It's already ended. It's for a minute. It's literally for a minute. Everyone, 14 people who did this. You guys are. Wait, is this person? No, this person commented rigged, even though this person won. Yo, what? Why you gotta do that? You literally won, and you're commenting rigged as well. That's crazy talk. The chat's gonna be like, revoke this giveaway now. Anyways, we did these guys. If you won this ticket here for YouTube, you just make it a giveaway ticket right here. And if you check your emails, if you're SPF users and you've been using code SMART, you might be one of the 100 people who got this email. It could be in spam, it could be in junk. We're giving you like about 8 to 10 days to claim, so plenty of time. It will say you want a free prop account October raffle. So if you got this, we sent this to 50 of them. We're gonna do 100 later, 100 total. So 50 now, 50 in the month, and you get a free account of your choice. This is what it looks like. And let me see if I can. Yeah, I'll show again here. You get I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 option cash if you want, or smart points. And look at that. I think we would have hit break even, right? I would for sure would have hit break even. Guess what I did? Whoever said it was negative R, I kind of protected myself there, because my TP would have been here. I would have hit break even, but guess what I did? Long at 65, short or close at 75. 10 points, $200. That was basically my lunch money. Now I can eat. Cap Gym. Oh yeah, you just commented. Yours is in spam. Yeah, it could be in spam. I think this is one of you. I saw that. Yeah, Cap Gym. You just saw it. So it's a surprise basically. Most people claim though, but there's always maybe 3 or so people that can't claim or forget to, but we tend to still reward them. How big was the stop? It was 11 points. Negative R is fine. I just wanted 10 point exact. I put a little tick over, so it's 10.25. Anyways, let's wrap this up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. The streak continues, even though this is a small trade. 10 points, basically a 10-point stop, 10-point TP. Look at this. Look how this framework worked. Like, we had not even a single drawdown, basically. It was beautiful. The streak continues, so we're up probably a few thousand a day. Not that much, but if we finish tomorrow, we're gonna be good to go. So Kellyanne's still talking mad shit about you. She can't compete with me in trading because I post broker statements. She can't compete with me in our legitimate rewards that we do for you guys. You guys know the truth. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're here daily, 1 to 3 p.m. We'll be here Friday, tomorrow. One thing I forget to say, we might be doing CPI. I think I should talk about this. We might be doing CPI here. If you want to trade CPI with me, go on the live public stage. Show up around 8. We're going to probably start at 8:15. We'll showcase how to do the news trading. And if you want more information, just go to the prop deals channel, right? Go to pin. You're going to see a video here. The video, 15 minutes, explain the CPI. Underneath it, 1 day pass, what accounts to use for CPI. And then most likely a few other things like, oh, how to buy Apex quick. Great. So there's a few stuff hidden there. That should wrap things up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. For CPI or just PM. Whoa, look at that. Stop you outbreak even and then rip this shit back to the sky. That's how I do it. That's how we do it here.